I feel like I would need a breakthrough experience, a glimpse, a taste of it to really believe it. Because what's real to me right now is all this duality of experience. Coming home from work right now and feeling a subtle dissatisfaction, missing my real home and having some anxiety about the upcoming move, expecting my life to go a certain way and worried that it might not. That's what I'm experiencing, not the non-dual pure consciousness. Conceptually, I understand my true nature as this non-dual pure consciousness, always fulfilled and complete, lacking nothing, needing nothing. But I can't really relate to it. I know Vedanta would say that it's because I'm not yet enlightened. And Rupert Spira would say, don't worry, I'm already that. I even know it already, and that gradually I'll become more established in this knowing. But in Zen Buddhism, there's this concept of satori, a sudden awakening, or an intuitive glimpse. To be fair, I glimpsed this non-dual reality very briefly at times, but they seem to be one-off and few and far between. I know I probably experience it more often than I realize, like teachers would say, in the gap between two thoughts, during a sudden relief from striving for something, when fully immersed in what I'm doing, in meditation, and of course in deep sleep. But none of that does me any good, because I'm not explicitly aware of it when it's happening, and it's not consistent and predictable. You'd figure if it's supposed to bring about a lasting happiness and peace, enlightenment would be more obvious than that, the greatest possible gain, as the Bhagavad Gita says. So for now, it's still merely an intellectual understanding for me, but it's a compelling one.
My fundamental nature as non-dual consciousness is obvious to me. Idealism makes sense. The only thing we ever experience, we experience mentally. There's no evidence of a standalone physical reality outside of subjective mental experience. Sure, we can describe our shared public experiences with regularities we perceive, and we can theorize abstract entities to do so, like subatomic particles and quantum fields. But consciousness is the only pre-theoretical given, as Bernardo Kastrup would say. And anything we perceive would also be made up of this mental stuff, or experiential states. Because anything other than a monism, that reality is made up of just one type of thing, doesn't seem reasonable. In fact, everything can be explained by positing just one universal mind, as Bernardo does. But what is this mind like at rest before any experiences, before it dissociates into the many apparent minds of living beings and all of their accompanying thoughts, perceptions, and changing experiences? Before any such experiences, the best descriptor of this undifferentiated and unchanging mind is peace. It's a non-dual reality prior to self and other, subject and object, and good and bad. As Rupert Spira teaches, this reality is best described by the statement, I am, not qualified by anything else after that. It's ultimately all there is, and as such, always fulfilled and complete. And since it's what we fundamentally are, we should be able to experience this, what it's like to be this pure consciousness in and of itself.
Right now, I feel like maybe I can only imagine what this would feel like. But outside of a breakthrough experience, maybe my understanding is enough to get me there. As Rupert writes, as this understanding dawns in you, you may find that your thoughts slow down. They subside, not because you have done anything to them, but because the existential feeling of dissatisfaction that underlies them is beginning to dissolve. In its place, the peace of your true nature shines. Just as the sun gradually evaporates the early morning mist, so the shining of being gradually evaporates this existential dissatisfaction and the thoughts it generates. I believe, Rupert, that a gradual reconditioning of the mind is possible, that I can be fully established in this mindset after the initial understanding alone. And then the only thing to do is to revisit the recognition of my true nature from time to time. Or maybe I really do need to be fully enlightened, if that's the thing. But since that could take many lifetimes, I'll settle for just a glimpse for now, and ideally a perpetual string of glimpse after glimpse after glimpse.